science laboratory at Mildred Osborne Charter School. As you can see, it's underused and underappreciated. If only there were a way to make the space more useful for teachers and students. It should be a space where student learning comes alive. You there. Me? You in the front. What's your name? Dead Fred. Well, Fred, do you know what a makerspace is?
A space where you make stuff.
Very good, Fred. A makerspace is defined as a DIY space where people gather to create, invent, and learn. They often have 3D printers, software, hardware, electronics, tools. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. Very cool indeed, Fred. Say, why don't you turn this place into a makerspace for your school?
Because we don't have 3D printers, tools, software, or hardware.
Well, Fred, what if I told you that you can have a makerspace without those things?
Yeah, but have you seen one of those 3D printer things? It's really cool. It literally prints in 3D. And I've seen laser cutters that can cut through cardboard and wood and stuff. And what about robotics? You can't just...
Well, those things are nice to have. You can still have a makerspace without them. You just have to learn how to work within the limitations.
Whoa, that was pretty cool.
These students are using Tinkercad to design 3D models of their project. They are mixing three-dimensional shapes together to create a bottle rocket.
That's pretty awesome. Now all they have to do is click print on the 3D printer and we're ready for launch.
Whoa, slow down there, Fred. You don't have any 3D printers, remember?
Oh, right.
But at least your students are exposed to the process of making.
I guess so. But...
Here, students are using paper supplies to build their 3D model that they created before. You can see that they're using a plastic bottle and some tape and some cardboard.
And it's pretty cool, but that paper rocket's not gonna last very long after its first couple of launches. It'd be really cool if it were made out of something sturdier, like plastic. You know, like out of something you could 3D print and reuse over and over.
Right you are, Fred. Too bad you don't have a 3D printer.
Well, there are other maker activities that you can do with your students.
That's nice, but...
Let's sneak into the classroom and see what they're doing in there.
These students are programming an Arduino to practice building a circuit. Programming is like learning how to speak a computer.
That looks really cool, but what's an Arduino?
Well, Fred, it's a programmable microcontroller that can perform lots of functions depending on what you tell it to do.
Oh yeah, I've heard of one of those. It's kind of like light up LED lights or turn motors. You can practice building circuit boards. And you can even make a motion-sensitive cat food dispenser.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Fred. Your school doesn't have those.
Well then why'd you... You're killing me. Oh wait.
Thanks to the wonderful folks at the Idea Makerspace, you'll see students here on a field trip, seeing their very first Makerspace. Here, students are using Little Bits to learn the basics of robotics. Look at how much fun they're having. Great job.
Do we have those at our school?
You sure don't. But there are other maker activities that...
Look, man, I appreciate all the ideas and activities, but I think a makerspace should be more than just a bunch of activities. Making should be centered around collaboration, At the heart of it, you'll find science, technology, engineering, art, and math. STEAM careers are in high demand, and I honestly believe that a makerspace would prepare our students for a brighter future, which is why we need one here, at our school.
Exactly, Fred. Now you're getting it. If you think about it, mankind has been making ever since the invention of tools. Makers are just about anywhere, using just about anything to make. However, with the right tools, students can explore facets of making that they never knew were possible.
But how can we afford these tools? I mean, those things aren't cheap. 3D printers, laser cutters, power tools, robotic parts. We're a Title I school, running on a Title Zero budget. I mean, don't get me wrong, we have an amazing building and an amazing lab that I'm dying to see kids learn in. Take a look around.
This awkward water fountain is actually an eye wash station. We have fire extinguishers and a fire blanket already ready, in case you want to cuddle up when the fire's going. We've got plugs galore. We even have an emergency kill switch if need be. I must say that this room makes me the saddest. It's a prep room that's attached to the lab, but with no one looking after it, it's become a room for science project rejects and a coffee mug washing station. This room really needs a purpose, just like our lab. In closing, I thought I should include something that I've made. This is what I call the Redneck Blender 5000. Its blades can crush ice with an amazing power because it's powered with a garbage disposal. What's even cooler is that it even cycles just like a real slushy machine. Pretty cool, right? Ah, behold its majesty. I do hope you consider Mildred Osborne as a place where we can make a makerspace come alive.